Hi guys! Today I'm going to show you how to sew a wraparound dress. It's something you wear on top of your bikini. It's just basically one big piece of cloth that you wrap around yourself. So stay tuned for the tutorial. Since the main purpose of this dress is to go over bathing suits, I'm making sure that I'm using a fabric that can handle getting wet. This is an elastic polyester. It's a pretty thin fabric, but I think it's going to drape nice. The fabric measures at 1 times 1.5 meters, but obviously you can go for longer than that if you want your dress to be a long, full-length dress. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut out a thin strip of one of the corners. This will make up the 2 straps of the dress. Take 3 times the width that you want for your strap and cut that into one long strip, and then I'm cut that into 2 so that I have 2 straps, and then we're going to sew them together into actual straps. My 2 strips now look like this, and it's important to make sure that you're using enough fabric to go around into a strap like this. You don't want this to be too tight. So what we're going to do is fold. This might be tricky to do without pins, but I'm just going to show you. So make two folds like this, and then fold over a 3rd time. You can see what I'm doing. And then sew across this line all over for both. Let me show you that one more time. So 1 fold on each side, and then fold it together so that you get a nice line right here, and you will be sewing as close to this line as possible. My 2 straps now look like this, and it's time to start working on the main piece. I'm at my corner top piece, where I'm going to cut diagonally like this off both sides. This is going to make up this line right here, so I'm using a measurement from the tank top that I'm wearing, starting here and finishing right here. That will be the length of the cut. So these are the triangular corner pieces that I cut off so that my top sides look like this. Next up, we're going to do shitloads of hemming. So we're going to hem every single side of the fabric except for the ones that we just cut diagonally. So we're going to do the entire top, the entire bottom, and both sides. Now, since this dress is pretty open, I'm not going to do the lazy just 1 fold hem. I'm going to do the double folded hem so that everything looks nice and closed. A little tip, you guys, if you want to make this dress in a fabric that pretty much resembles bathing suit fabric, make sure that you have the right kind of needle in your machine, because most regular needles can't sew into that much elastic. You have to get a special needle that can handle super elastic fabrics, okay? The thing about these kinds of fabrics, this is one of those, is that they're, you know, like silky and shiny and slippery, so sometimes the needle don't recognize that there's a fabric there, and you'll get like these big gaps in between the stitches. That's not good. So make sure that you have the right kind of needle, or just get a fabric that doesn't require a special needle. All that fabric has now been hemmed except for the 2 diagonals. The final step of this dress is sewing the straps to the main piece. And this is what the diagonal cuts are for. If you want, you can sew your straps together first, but it's not necessary because we're actually going to sew them to the fabric, not just make a loop for them to pull through. If you want, you can also make the straps longer and have them be open at the top, and then at the top tie a little bow, but I'm just gonna go with short ones because it's easier. So locate one of your diagonal corners. Get one of the straps and some pinning needles, and then make sure that you don't twist your strap while you pin it, because it's going to be uncomfortable and not look very nice on you. So since I want this open edge to be on the inside, this is what I'm going to do. Whoop, like that. Start by just putting one needle simply through, just to hold it in place. And then we're going to hem the seam the same way that we've done with all the other hems. Fold it over once, and just because it's gonna look nicer, fold it over twice. So we get this nice closed edge over here. Make sure the ends meet, or if you want this to be bigger, just pull them a bit apart. And then do the same thing. And do the same to the other diagonal, and sew all across this line. And then we are done, and I'm going to show you how to put it on. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video on how to make a wraparound dress. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!